Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech, and we are going to pick up right where we left off, because there's a lot more to do. We actually have a working elevator, which is awesome, and it will, let's see, we don't have it, oh yeah, we do actually have the merge block sitting there in the right spot, but it's not currently merged. Let's see if we can do that really quickly. Eventually this whole system is going to be programmatically done. Let's see. Merge, block, elevator, and we'll turn that on. And yeah, now it's all one. Is that right? Or is it? Oh, no, that's so we okay. We need to unlock the connector. Let's see, connector elevator, if we unlock, that's not exactly what I wanted to happen. This is very interesting. Oh, hey, remember how I said to remind me about the battery? You forgot to do that. You didn't tell me about the battery. Look, this is all your fault. But, luckily, I think those wheels actually saved most of the damage. Okay. We're good. We're good. It's all okay. It's all okay. Take control. Thank you. So, forward. Okay, we're definitely going to want to, in the future, turn off those connectors. And let's see. Once we get to the right spot, it should kind of magnetize in. There we go. And then find that merge block on. And look at that. Beauty. So this is going to be the crux of the system. It is going to actually, it's going to, well, in theory, I'm still figuring out all the details. Basically, as it's going up, it will project the next section and then weld it up and then continue going. And unfortunately, unfortunately, it can't weld unless the projector is currently on, and it can't connect grids unless it's part of the same grid. So it has to merge at each layer, which means we're going to need a merge block at each section. But unless we put in an Igor, we're going to actually have to have welders do the work. And I'm kind of thinking I might do something with pistons at that point, but man, that's going to get weird. I wanted to do this entire thing vanilla, but without Igor, that's going to be complicated. Okay, let's do a little proof of concept work. Let's make sure that I'm not completely crazy. We'll put the projector right here. That'll work. Alright, let's make sure that this is pointing the right direction. Yep. Okay, I'm going to do something a little weird. I'm going to build the projection right here on top of the other one, but like floating on top. That. And then I'll take a blueprint of it and then break it all down, and you get the idea. Okay. And I'm thinking let's do, I don't know, 4 or 5 high. That'll do. There. Okay. Grab ourselves a blueprint. Shaft test. Okay. Yeah, and then we need to break this down. Oh. Apparently I'm out of hydrogen. Well, that could be interesting. Let's see if I can get... No, it's too tight. Okay, let's ride the elevator down. Because I really don't feel like... That's a little too far. Why doesn't it want to move? Like, at all. What horrible thing have I done this time? I don't think it's the connector. Can I connect something to something that shouldn't have been connected? Didn't really add that much. Huh. I mean, we're only being held up by the thrusters right now, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let's try turning off the thrusters then. I mean, just for a second. Okay, that worked. Did I not have remote control? Come on. Fine. Remote control. And I can't control it. What horrible thing have I done? Well, I'll do this the other way then. Great. No. 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 Come on. Please stop. So how much damage did I do? Right. Let's go get some more hydrogen. Alright, well let's get this mess fixed. As long as it didn't break the tower, I'm not too concerned with it. Can we get it to actually... Yeah, good. Oh, you're fine. Unfortunately, without a gyro, this could be a problem. Let's take that out. And then I should be able to get this... There we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually put a gyro in this thing. So let's do that. Wouldn't hurt to have one in other emergency situations either. Come on. Take control, thank you. Because I'm a little bit worried about the battery. Let's see, merge block on. And let's head up to the roof. The top, whatever you want to call it. Thank ya. Right, 1 by 1. I need to use 1 by 1s, not the 3 by 3s. Remember that for next time, okay? Alright, let's try that again. let's do a 1x1. Much better. Okay. No. All right. All is good. We're back to where we were. Except now I have a lot more hydrogen. And we can take this whole thing apart. Test. Oh, and you know what else? Let's make sure that the factories are not making projections. Because that is definitely not where I want it. Alright, that looks good. Whoop. So now the next question is how to actually, like, do this. We need to, I mean, obviously I could fly up and just, you know, create things this way. But, come on, there we go. Can I do this with a project? Oh, it's also upside down. Cool. There we go. That looks better. So I'm going to actually go right up through the middle of this. Let's see that. Yeah. Just about lost that too. Okay. Here we go. So we'll put in conveyor junctions here and here. We can just put a tube right there. Okay, that I did not land on the thing I wanted to land on. Now we'll go ahead and put a piston right there. Yeah. That's good. Please tell me it'll fit. It will. Oh, I didn't realize large block welders have stuff on the sides too. That's nice. Okay, now my next concern is, will that welder have the range to actually weld the stuff inside? This guy right here. And we're going to find that out right now. That would be it. Okay, so it's getting... working better than I expected it to immediately. Okay, it didn't get that, but it did get the stuff to the side. I'm wondering if I raise that up just a little bit, if that's going to do a thing. So this piston, just go elevator. I want to make the maximum distance, let's see, 2.5 I guess. Is that right? 2.5? Should be. Actually, that should be 1 block's distance. And yes, Igor's helping out, but since I've got projection turned off, Igor can't actually complete things, or start things. He can only help. No. Yeah, okay. So, he can't... Okay. Okay. I got this figured out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You know, I'm going to put another button panel over here for controlling all of this stuff. I love my button panels. Igor, I need a computer. Would you please send me a computer up? Thank ya. Piston elevator. This is going to be reverse. Yeah, increase maximum distance and decrease maximum distance. And then that welder, which I believe is this guy. Toggle block on off. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to turn that off so I can get in there and remove the things it made. Odd that the projection is gone right there. It's probably just a graphical thing. We'll see. All right, reverse. And then, here comes the magic. Yes, I said magic. Now that one should actually create this first little bit there. And if I do that one more time, there, that should do the back first. So it'll basically, well, we'll see how it works. Okay. One. Now my biggest concern is, will a higher up welder end up getting in the way of a lower welder? Also, will that welder actually weld the thing in front of it? That's odd. Oh, I see. Okay. He's just doing a lot. So the top welder's actually going to do most of the work, it looks like. And then let's go ahead and hit reverse. Should raise it up one layer. So is it getting the pipe? Yes, it is. Excellent. So let's go ahead and increase the maximum distance. Yeah, we really do need all three, don't we? Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five. Then we turn off the welders. And then if we had, and this is where, you know, we have more work to do. First of all, I think I'm going to put at least 2 pistons, if not 3, on there so we can get as much done in one stop as possible. And then one of the last things it makes will be merge block will actually be part of the projection as well as a connector. So then at this point the program would disconnect those two, lift up to the next position, reconnect, and then start the process all over again. Not too bad, huh? Oh, I've got a lot of work to do, though. Well, this is a good proof of concept. I like this idea. So now I'm going to tear all of this back out again, put on 2 more pistons. And we're going to see how tall this structure can be before it wobbles so much that we're concerned about its safety. Didn't think about how tall that is to begin with. Okay, so let's actually move this down, because the piston can sit right here in this spot. There's no reason... Let's see, it's in here. There's no reason necessarily to have it starting higher than that. Except for the fact that that button panel's in the way. I wonder if that thruster is going to be a problem. I guess we're about to find out. Yep, it is. Okay. So, I have a feeling that thrusters more than we need anyway. Uh-oh. Did I just... Yeah, I just dropped parts all over the place. Wow. I'm glad they didn't have enough mass to punch a hole in the floor or something. Okay. I'm pretty sure that 3 remaining thrusters are plenty to hold this thing up. But we'll play with that later. And if necessary, we've got plenty of room to put more thrusters on. And I don't know that I want to do more than that, because then I'm just kind of wasting... Like, I have to build higher than I can stop, if you know what I mean. I can actually put that right there. Wait, nothing's attached to this, right? Okay. There we go. Then this becomes the first pillar, or the first piston. Then we have the second piston. Third piston where the first one used to be. And then I can put this one here. So now we've got 4 pistons. And it's only as high as 2 pistons. Yeah, that works. With 4 pistons, I should be able to build 40 blocks. Yeah. Alright, so that is the height of the tower. I've done all the math, and I believe... It doesn't seem right. But each one of those pistons can extend 10... Oh. I did all my math wrong. They can each extend 10 meters, not 10 blocks. Duh. Okay, well. Let me just go ahead and undo that. Because I would need to have a lot more pistons to build this in one shot. I wonder if I can knock this thing over. I mean, I might as well have fun with it, right? And boom. Well, I killed myself. That was fun. I killed myself and I didn't even manage to knock the thing over. Lame. Okay, so each piston can raise up 10 meters at 2.5 meters per block. They can go up 4 blocks. And I've got 4 of them, which means they can go up 16, not 40. That changes my numbers just a tad. Okay. Alright, so this thing needs to be 16 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one right here. Oh, it still didn't fall, huh? Come on, I gotta be able to knock that over. At the end of the fulcrum, just push really hard. Come on, come on. I don't want to kill myself, but I really want to see this thing go over. Okay, well, that hurt, and it still didn't move it. Oh, wait, I know how to do this. This is simple. I just need some blocks. I don't have any steel plate. Darn it. There we go. This will make it fall over. I mean, maybe not one. You'll need more than one. How many is it going to need? There it goes. is. How much damage will it do? Not very much. I mean, it shouldn't, because it's not very heavy in comparison, but anyway. Okay, so now we need... No, wrong button. Now we need a conveyor junction right there. And then we need 7 more blocks. Yeah, on top. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's the height of each section of blueprint. So every once in a while I get asked by somebody why I don't go and use a creative mode like place to build blueprints, and I do actually. I'll do that on occasion, but I really enjoy building in survival mode. There's something, I don't know, more entertaining, I guess, about building in survival mode and testing in survival mode. There's something more real about it, I guess, and I don't know, I just enjoy it. Like, I don't enjoy working in creative mode. Now, I will do testing in creative mode quite often. Mostly when there's something that I know I'm going to need a lot of iterations to get right. You know, I'm going to have to build it 20 times to figure out how it works. And in those cases, yeah, of course, I go into creative mode and I build and I build and I build. Like the initial design for this elevator right here, I knew that there were going to be a lot of things that I was going to run into that were just silly things that I just didn't think about or whatnot. And so I built it probably 5 or 6 times in creative mode very quickly, figured out what was going to go horribly wrong, and then built it again in survival without looking at any of my original plans, but just kind of having that information in mind. Okay, so this is every time. Well, I mean, not every time. Anyway, so this is it. This is our design. So let me grab this. All right, that should be it. Okay, let's see what happens. There we go. Good, that first one is green. That's important. I'm not sure. That might be overkill slow? Okay, that's overkill slow. Alright, this should start. There we go. Why didn't it do these? That's strange. So this one can build this middle one, but I don't think... Can this guy... I don't think he can reach the one I'm standing in right now. And so nothing builds this block. And if that block's not built... Got other problems. Okay, let me just fire up the welders without touching the pistons and see what gets built. Yeah. It'd be cool if that was actually enough. Let's give it a try. See what happens. Turn it on. I think that one welder would be enough in this position. As long as we go up slow enough. So you know that moment when you realize that you did an entire segment and you forgot to actually hit the record button? Yeah, I just had one of those. Oh well. As you can see, we actually got a lot done during that session. I am a few bits short, unfortunately. I thought, in theory, should have had 7 blocks on top of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 was all, 3.5 was all it could manage. So obviously I did some math wrong the green is where we started. And then there should be 7 blocks between the green and the red, which is our connection piece, and is pointing the wrong direction, but we'll get that fixed. And then it should have been another 7 blocks, but we didn't get that many. So I did something wrong. He's okay. I am okay. So I will probably add on 1 more piston. It looks like the piston's actually staying fairly stable. I can't guarantee that if this thing starts moving. You know, like when we go up to the next level, which is another thing that's going to have to be figured out. Like, how do we automate that? Also, spent a whole lot of time talking about the thrusters. I know that people have been concerned about what thrusters I'm going to use when I get up higher in the atmosphere, and the short answer is I'm going to figure that out when we get there, because we're just going to get to a point where the thrusters aren't moving up to the next level, and at that point we'll have to figure something out. I have a feeling, though, that we may be able to actually make up for the lack of thrusters with the wheels. We might be able to actually drive up, if that makes sense. But if not, we can throw a hydrogen tank on here and some hydrogen thrusters, and that'll be plenty. I'm happy with this build so far. I think that this thing can do it. I did do the math, and it's gonna be a lot of iterations of what we just did here. Once this thing's completely automated, it's gonna have to go, oh, what was my math? I think it was a little over 1,000 times. It's going to have to do a new set, a new blueprint, etc. So, yeah, it's a long way. It's a long way, but we'll figure it out, and at the very minimum, we'll have a lot of fun doing it. That's what matters. So that's it. That's all I have for today. Nothing more. You can leave now. No, seriously, you can just turn off the video. It's done. I don't have anything else. Oh, are you waiting? Oh, right. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell. Those are all important things to do. Gotta remind you each time, or else you won't do it. I don't know why you haven't gotten into the habit right now of just hitting that thumbs up button, and you know. But I guess you don't want to get in the habit of hitting the subscribe button, because then, like every other video, you'd either be subscribed or not subscribed. So unless you hit it twice each video, but that would just be weird. Like, why would you do that? That just doesn't make any sense at all. So only hit the subscribe button once. Only hit the bell button once. But hit the like button on each individual video. That's the key there. That's the key there. Otherwise, you might not be able to see me next time on Epitech.